everybody, so in today's video I want to give you guys pretty much the entire trade of how I caught this move on the NASDAQ. So you guys will watch literally the trade live from entry all the way to when I got taken out of the position. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Hopefully you guys gain some value from this video. But honestly, if you guys want to gain the most value and education from me, then make sure you guys join the free Telegram. I'll have a link down in the description. But before this video gets started, guys, huge update. I know I don't talk about Leveled Up on the channel too much, but we just decided to remove the trading periods on Leveled Up. So for stage 1 and for stage 2, or for level 1 and level 2, essentially you don't have 30 days or 60 days like you had in the past to pass the challenge. So you can take however long you want to pass level 1 or to pass level 2. These are the requirements here. This is for any account size, so you guys can trade with ease. Because I know a lot of problems that I've been talking to the DTI members about is right once they buy a challenge, they automatically feel pressured by the trading days and the trading period of 30 days past level 1 and 60 days past level 2. So you guys have zero worries about passing the trading days now within a specific time frame. You guys could take your time and pass with ease. As you guys already know, Leveled Up, we're here to try and give you guys the best experience possible when it comes to trading. So this is one of the ways we are doing so, and one of the new changes we are implementing starting now. We also do have a 1 level or 1 step challenge coming soon. That is actually released later today by the time you guys are watching this video. So if you guys want to check out the 1 step challenges, visit the website later on from when this video is actually posted. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope to see you guys in the free Telegram, where you guys will find more breakdowns, more educational videos. Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So really quick, I'm about to make an entry here on the NASDAQ on potential buys. So I'm actually going to buy the NASDAQ here. I'm going to start off with a 9 lot position here. I wanted to scale into a total of like 12 lots, but I'm going to wait for price to actually break above this structure point here. So I'm actually going to set a buy stop above this area here, so I can just like kind of diversify the risk a bit. So let's see when price breaks these highs. Whoops, why is that 2? When price breaks these highs, when I'm going to add another 3 lots to my position there, and I'm fully scaled into my positions. My stop loss is going to be down here at the bottom of this low, and then my stop loss is going to be at the bottom of this low here. My take profit is going to be this high up here, and my take profit is going to be this high over here as well, for roughly a $40,000 position-ish or so. So I'm going to wait and see how this plays out. But anyways, guys, I'm taking this position here on the NASDAQ because when we go down to an hour time frame, essentially we have this major resistance range that once held as support and is our current market structure low right here. So price that came, rejected it the last hour. Volume is slowing down, and momentum to the sell side has slowed down here on the previous hour before that. And now we have price rejecting this area twice. So I'm looking for essentially a bounce play here for price to go back up into resistance out 13,122 and to potentially continue on this bullish trend. I mean, we have a push up, a pullback, a push up, a pullback, a nice little consolidation range here with a breakout to the upside. Price is now back in the range, and we've bounced from the bottom of the range. So, you know, realistically, my first area to look to potentially take profit at would be a 1-to-1 here at 13,100. And if price can successfully break 13,100, I'll look for price to go up into 13,122. But just wanted to give you guys just like a quick intro on why I'm taking the position. Now, like I don't want to say like I'm fully scaled into the risk that I want to take on this position. Currently, as you guys see on this position, I have a $7,000 risk, let's call it there, on this first position. So I'm risking about $22,000-ish on my first 2 positions here, which is about a 3.5% risk on my current account balance. So I was looking to add maybe like a 5% risk in total, but I think with the way price action is forming right now, and we're heading into session, we're heading into the lunchtime, I do believe I'm going to be taking risk off of the table, because I do expect volume to actually come back into the market when lunchtime is over, around 2 p.m. So that's 2 hours. I want to get caught maybe in consolidation, but who knows? My stop losses are pretty good, and I'm just going to be looking for price to go bullish from here, guys. So once I have an update, I actually have to go in a bit to a doctor's appointment in about an hour. So I'm going to watch the position here for about an hour, and I'll get back to you guys with an update, and obviously things I just made my entry, so there's really nothing to wait for than my stop loss to get hit, or for price to come back up into like this 13,100 area. So we'll kind of give it some time, wait and see how price action plays out here. All right, guys, really quick. So you guys saw me make the entries, and really quick, one of the questions I literally get bombarded with on a day-to-day basis is what brokerage I use, which is weird because I talk about literally what brokerage I use all the time. And today, as you guys already know, I trade on the Hero FX trading platform. This is the brokerage that I'm trade with. I have the raw spreads account because, as you guys saw in the beginning of the video, literally instant execution. The spreads are very, very tight, which is why I trade with Hero. On top of that, the deposits and the withdrawals are super fast as well. Literally, I get my withdrawals within the same hours you guys have seen in previous videos. And one thing I like about Hero as well is, for those of you guys that trade with smaller capital, you can actually get a 50% deposit bonus matched all the way until 10K. So if you deposit $10,000 into the brokerage will give you a $5,000 credit, which you could keep after you've already made that 50% on the account. So if you deposit 10 grand, you'll have 15 grand in your account. Once you make an additional $5,000, those extra credits of 5 grand becomes yours. So if you guys are interested in trading on Hero, probably one of the best unregulated brokerages out there, then you guys can check out the link in the description. Their support team is also immaculate as well. All right, guys, so at this point in the trade, price has already hit this resistance range. I'm approaching that 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. As you guys can see, like on my first position, I'm risking about 6-ish grand. On my second position, I'm risking about $17,000, $15,000. So I'm almost at that 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. Normally, I wouldn't move my stops to break even this early, but since price is approaching this resistance range, right, I want to cover my risk since I'm already up $16,000-ish. Right, so what I'm going to be doing here is moving my stop loss basically to break even, or not just break even, I'm going to be moving the stop loss up and then this stop loss to kind of above that second position that I have there, and wait for price to see if price can actually break this area, which most likely it's looking like price is going to break this area. I mean, this isn't a very weak bearish candlestick, so I would be expecting, you know, some form of selling pressure to come in temporarily, such as kind of what happened on the last candlestick, which is why I didn't move my stops to break even on the last candlestick. But now that price is already kind of like consolidating around this area, this is a 5-minute time frame, I want to see if we can just get a clean breakthrough. If so, fantastic. If not, then, you know, price could reject this area, come all the way back down to support. And at that point in time, since I'm already almost up a 1-to-1, I no longer want to be in the position here. So we're basically approaching that 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio now. So really, it's just about being patient. So essentially, my first target is going to be this area of resistance right here. That is going to be my first target, like I discussed previously, 130, 100-ish, where I may close one of my positions or close partial profits and leave a runner for the next target. So let's just give it a few minutes here, and then we'll wait and see what the position sets up for us. All right, guys, so really quick, now that our price has hit our first take profit one, we are up $24,000 on the day. So essentially what I'm doing right now, the new take or trailing stop loss method that I'm currently using, is I'm trailing my stop loss to the low of each one of these 5-minute candlesticks, just to try and squeeze out as much risk to reward as I potentially can here in any possible scenario. So if price does kind of turn back around here and hit my stop loss, well, you know what? I've covered my risk, I've protected myself, and I've made money on top of protecting my current risk. Because again, like when it comes to probabilities, we don't know if price is going to actually break through this resistance range and go up into the second target. Now, maybe what I could potentially do is even secure here, but what I've realized at times is when you secure profits too quickly, or at least close partials, although you are making money, yes, you are kind of killing risk to reward potential here. So I'm just going to continue to allow my positions to run. As you guys can see, NASDAQ is currently breaking through 13,102 right now, which is my first target. So let's see if we can get a nice strong closure above this area here. I'm going to try and just allow my position to run as long as possible. If the NASDAQ actually does give us a nice strong closure above this area, then I'm going to throw my stop loss to the low of this candlestick here. So we'll come back in about a minute or so here. But right now, price action is definitely looking good. Price action is looking strong. We're getting a lot of volume coming in at the break of this area here, 13,102. 100 or so. So let's see if we can just get a strong closure here. We have about 40 seconds until the candlestick actually does close here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame looks great. This is why I set my first take profit area here. I definitely want to see a close above here because this is also going to be a 15-minute close. There's also going to be a 30-minute time frame close. The 30-minute time frame looks absolutely phenomenal for it to go up into our second targets here. I definitely would like to see a close above the highest high of the previous candlestick, because then again it just increases the probability for price to go up into our targets here. So now let's go down, or let's go up to an hour time frame. Hour time frame looks great. It's literally just what I anticipated the hour time frame to actually look like here. New 5-minute close. 5-minute looks good. 5-minute closed above strong, so I'm going to continue to actually trail my stop loss to the low of the previous 5-minute candlestick. I'm going to continue to allow the position to actually run, and we'll see how well this position actually plays out. All right, guys, so at this point in time, as you guys could see, price did close above on this previous 5-minute candlestick, so I'm going to trail my stop loss to the lows of this 5-minute candlestick, just because I want to be trailing my stop loss here very aggressively, secure profit, since we are heading into lunchtime, and I don't want to get caught in any big pullbacks, especially that price had already broken through my first take profit level. So if I get stopped out, which it looks like I'm going to get stopped out right here, then it's perfectly fine. Beautiful $22,000 trading day. Price went over TP1. Now that price is trading back under TP1, trading back under 13,100. I mean, we could even see steeper pullbacks back down into this support range potentially, and that's what I don't want to get caught in. Caught a nice little move from this point over here to this point over here, from take profit 1 to take profit 2. About a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio secured, which isn't the greatest, but again, it's a green day no matter what. It's a winning day on top of that, and it's a $22,000 trading day so far. So up roughly 3%, 3.5% on the day, and let's just move on to the next trade.